It's been a busy week here. I just repaired a water line break to the house, and now I'm going to install these LED headlights into my 2014 Ford E350 Econoline van. This one's got a couple of rocks thrown into it, and the other one has condensation built up all in the inside, and they're just very dim. So I got these headlights from HW Star. It looks like they're going to fit the design. If you can see these rounded corners and everything, they look just like these. 4 screws, 2 on top and 2 on the bottom, 1 there and 1 back there. And it looks like they're both missing. That's odd, because I already took out the 4 on the other side. So I know there's supposed to be 2 there, and they're not there. That's interesting. I'm going to have to get some. The shroud is not too flimsy, being held in by these 2 up on top. The 2 up on top are 7mm hex, socket size, and the 2 on the bottom are 8mm. And it took a little bit of wrestling to get the cowling off, and disconnect the bulbs was easy. So now I have access to these screws that holds the aluminum frame onto the headlight, and then I'll be able to remove the headlight, install the new one, hook it all up, and continue on. So I wasn't thinking, I was just doing. I got the new LED headlights in. The turn signal lights, you have to twist counterclockwise to loosen them out of the shroud down there, and then to put them back in you have to turn them clockwise after you get the proper sized notches lined up. But for the back of the headlight, the plug just pulls straight off. There's a couple little detents in there, little bumps that keep it, but I just use a screwdriver and pushed it up off of them a little bit, and then pulled it off with my hands the rest of the way. The plug that comes already connected to the new bulbs pushes right on to the plug that in the wiring harness pushes right onto the new headlight, which has got the same type of paddle connectors. So that screw the frame back in using these, and then reconnecting the turn signal lights and putting the shroud back in was pretty easy. So now we'll just do this one. I'm going to go in reverse, or in the reverse order of what I did. So the small side turn signal light goes in first. This cord seems to reach better than the one on the right hand side. And you'll see that there's these different shaped notches right here. There's a small one. There's the most narrow one. Nope, there's the most narrow one. And this rubber gasket came off when I did it, so I'm going to put that back on. When I took it off, that is. Make sure that's underneath. Now the smallest notch is at the bottom left, so I'm going to find the smallest notch, which is right. Well, maybe I should look for the biggest one. The biggest one is the upper right, and that looks like it's that one, so that's going to go in. Or not. Let me see, make sure I've got the right. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay, it's in, and now we turn. And the problem I had with the other side is it didn't want to turn very easily. So I need my Leatherman. For some reason, it sure don't want to turn very easy in here. So I'm making sure that I've got it seated. It's flat up against the hole it goes into, and I'm pushing down on it because that washer It's not turning. The other one turns so nice and easy. And I know I'm turning in the right direction. Yep. Okay, it is seated. It turns a little bit. Let me get these needle nose on this connector here. Push it nice and hard flat against there and try and... There it goes. All right, that's on there. Now, the top turn signal light. The big opening is lower left. There's the big notch. So that's going to go in like that and turn. That one went in nice and easy. All right. Come on over to my other side here, and you'll see this little banana clip right here, and it goes right into this spot right there, and this little plastic guide piece goes in right here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see it.
So we're going to marry those two up. Make sure this is up on top here. Okay, and then push that in there. That's good. Everything's lined up, and we'll start screwing these in. The 8mm goes on top. I'm just going to get these started. And then the 7mm are the bottom ones. And for some reason I was missing the two bottom ones. There was a 7mm and an 8mm on top of the right light. So I switched them. I put the 7mm down below where it's supposed to go, and I left the 8mm so they're catacorny to each other. So that is going to go right there. And then the other side. And yeah, I said at the beginning of this video that we had a water main or water line break. It's a 1-inch pipe bringing water up to the house. So we fixed that, and we're letting the glue cure while we replace the headlights. Get that down tight. Okay. Go back to the 8. The 7 can go away. Tires you out. Make sure this one's down. All right. So, brand new LED headlights from HW Star. I don't remember how much it cost, but I'll put it in the comments or in the description section of the video. And we'll test them out. Let me go turn on the lights. So we got parking lights.
Yep.
We got headlights.
We got headlights.
You're showing it on the.
Yep, they're showing on camera.
And brights.
Oh boy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and the left turn signal still works?
Yep.
And right turn?
Yep.
Alright. Well, that was a lot easier than fixing the water line to the house, where we had to do excavation until we found the water line, turn off the water, cut the part where it's broken, cut a new piece to fit in, research on the best way to do it, and then get that done. So now it's laying exposed in a hole down there, waiting for it to cure for several hours before we turn on the water and do a pressure check. So this was a nice little thing to fill in the time, and now all we have to do is clean up. I will add some nighttime video to this later. Okay, so I have installed the new lights, and this is a almost full moon. Full moon's tomorrow night, so full moon you can kind of see the road a little bit down there. Parking lights, new headlights. Now the previous headlights were a lot dimmer, and I probably would have only seen, walk forward, keep going to the left of the road and stop, and go to the left, go on the left side of the road. So where he's standing is about how far the previous headlights would have lit up in front of the van that I'm driving, and they were way dimmer. I would not see any of the road past where my son-in-law is standing, and as you can see, I can see quite a bit further. Don't look at the headlights. I'm going to put them on bright now. Now I'm going to try brights, and oh my god, this is a 900-foot road, and I can see almost all the way down to the end. It is really amazing. The sideways, you know, off to the side of the road view that's all lit up is pretty nice, especially when there's deer. So the brights are just for further back. The side view you get even on dimmer, I mean on just on headlights, you know. So here in Texas, out in the country, when there's deer on the side of the road that might jump out in front of you, you've got more warning. I am very happy with these.